Hello everyone, my name is Arthur.
And I'm Skippy.
I am a map maker, a content creator, and I have been playing ttrpgs for more than 20 years. As the GM, you need to improvise many times. Sooner or later, you will find yourself struggling because the hero's decisions force you to come up with monsters or enemies that you don't have the stat blocks for. For example, the heroes deviate from their main mission and they look for trouble in town. There, they want to fight the strong-looking dwarven bartender because they got super drunk or simply because they want to test their luck. Example number 2. The heroes interrupt their journey because they want to say hi to a tribe of hostile halfling barbarians that ride dinosaurs. You mentioned these halflings as part of the story building and general description of the world they live in, but you did not plan for them to actually go and confront them. Example number 3. You have the characters meet a nice, friendly settlement of pigmen. These smelly but friendly humanoids only want to be their friends, but for some reason, the characters want to fight them. And you tell yourself, but the dwarven bartender is not even a fighter. Or, the halflings are hostile, but I wasn't prepared for this. Or, the pigmen are nice and friendly. Why do they want to do that? I don't know what to do. In these situations, just use bears.
What? A bear? What if they're fighting the halfling barbarians?
You use the bear.
And what about the pigmen?
The bear will do. You'll see. It was 10 years ago when Jack Shear wrote the following in the website Tales of the Grotesque and the Dungeonesque. So, the characters in your old school D&D game go somewhere you haven't yet prepared and you describe some cool weird-ass monster that you don't actually have stats for. At the bottom of the bone pit of the succulent orb, a vast form rises from the sinkhole. Its reptilian body glistens with antediluvian slime, and its terror jaw opens, revealing rows of serrated fangs in what appears to be a most unholy welcome. In situations like these, I just use the stats for a bear and no one is the wiser. Reskin appearance, methods of attack, and add special abilities on the fly if you absolutely must.
What?
But when in doubt, just use bears. Interestingly, 5 years later, Jack's article made an appearance in Knock magazine. You will find links to both the website and the magazine in the description.
I can't bear this. Kobold stat block should be the staple, not bears.
The Kobold Warrior has 7 hit points. They would not last.
It's a bear market. It will go up eventually.
No, it won't. It is what it is.
But kobolds are more iconic than bears. This is unbearable. We should have more HP. It is the bare minimum.
You just want to say words that sound like bear, don't you?
No, bear with me?
Making new, unique monsters is fun, but it sometimes becomes very time-consuming. And when the players put you on the spot and get the drop on you, it may be overwhelming and kind of frustrating and you're under pressure. So, why bears? Let's analyze the stat blocks to understand why. We have the black bear and the brown bear. They have things in common. They are both part of the SRD, and naturally, both of them have keen smell as a trait, and they both feature the same multi-attack composed of 1 bite and 1 claw attacks. In contrast, the brown bear has more hit points and a strength modifier of +4, and on top of that, it is large, while the black bear is medium-sized. So the brown bear attacks deal about 40% more damage. They are basically the same monster, but the black bear is challenge rating 1/2, and the brown bear is challenge rating 1. Those are the numbers. Now, why does the bear stat block work? There are 3 main reasons. First, they have a very low armor class. You don't want this fight to last long. This is a situation that ideally should have never occurred. Taking into consideration that these 2 monsters are challenge rating 1/2 and 1, which is very low level, they still have a decent hit point pool, which means they will withstand a few hits. And lastly, the multi-attack feature. Their 2 attacks are enough to represent a decent threat, and it will give us some flexibility and wiggle room to change this or that to make the monster more interesting. And that's it! So let's go back to the 3 examples we mentioned before. So they want to fight the dwarf bartender? Sure, let's go. Keep the armor class and the hit points, remove the keen smell trait, and replace the bite and claw attacks for a cleaver and short sword attacks. Keep the same damage. Boom, ready. No one will ever know this was a bet. For the halfling barbarians, keep the armor class and the hit points, replace keen smell with the lucky trait from halflings, and replace the bite and claw attacks for 2 great axe attacks, and use the bite damage. And if you want them to be more challenging, like gnolls, give them the rampage bonus action once a day. That'll be more than enough. No one will know this was the bear stat block at first. And in case the heroes in your campaign are a bunch of murder hobos and they want to fight the friendly pigmen, keep the armor class and the HP, replace keen smell for the boar's blooded fury, bite and claw attacks can be replaced for 1 hammer and hand axe attacks, and keep the same damage. And if you want to make them a bigger threat, give them 10 more hit points. And voila! We have 3 new stat blocks for those out-of-the-blue moments that sometimes players' decisions cause.
Wow, and you did all this with your bare hands.
Stop! Last but not least, scaling. Evidently, a high-level party of heroes will obliterate any challenge rating 1 monster. In these cases, don't be afraid to bump up the hit points and the damage output of the monster, but stick to the same formula. Low armor class, decent hit points, and multi-attack. And in the words of Jack Shear, add special abilities on the fly if you absolutely must, but when in doubt, just use bears. By the way, this is one of my dogs, Bear. Show some love. My name is Arthur.
And I'm Skippy.
And I'll see you in the next one.